Yep. We are back. It's another week, and it's time for a quick question for you. You know how it works. We're going to call a couple people and ask them a couple quick questions. We'll see who is available today in the house. Producer Steven's here. That's how you know.
I'm back. Yep.
That's how you know it's already running much smoother when you guys, I think, can probably tell when Steven's here and when he's not within the first, 45 seconds. And I totally get it. And I love it. So welcome back. Steven, what's up with you, man? Anything good?
Pretty good. Work's going well. Getting a lot of more gigs this year, as I anticipated.
Which is great.
Yeah.
How's the stand-up set coming?
It's getting developed. It's getting there. No, I have been working, but I'm hitting writer's block with a lot of them.
Uh-huh.
But I'm still coming up with premises, so I'm just writing everything down because I never know down the road if something's gonna be good out of it. So
of course,
just writing it down, and if something comes of it, it doesn't. Whatever.
Yeah, there's so many times I would look back at a notebook and be like, "Oh, now I know how to do this joke." When in the beginning I was a lot of times it's as crazy as it seems, it's one or two words. You just change that, and you're like, "Oh shit, now this works." So. Yeah. It's good to be writing shit down. Always write it down, and then you'll be ready to do this.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Regardless,
for you.
Even if I don't do it by February, I want to do it again by March 31st. But regardless, even if I don't do it by those dates, I'm definitely gonna eventually do it.
Yeah.
So and that's what I'm glad I said it at first because now it got me in the mindset of it. And now I'm like, oh, I actually do like developing jokes.
Yeah.
I just didn't ever try it before.
Now you just got to do it by February 1st.
Yeah.
Pressure's on.
Yeah, you got to have a deadline.
We're going to get you up. Yeah, you can't push back that deadline. You just got to get that first one out of the way. It'll be at Thick Skin. We already talked about it. We talked to Mike, and he said whenever you're ready. So I assume it'll be that last Thick Skin before February 1st, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever date that'll be. I would say you will be making your debut January 27th.
Well, no, that's I think Rob Schneider's here that night, actually.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
all right. Well, maybe we'll let you extend it to February 3rd, only because that would be the next
day after the Super Bowl. Shit.
Ooh.
What do you think?
Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Who do you got? You got the Chiefs?
I'm hoping the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah, you're a Chiefs fan, huh?
Huge Chiefs. The Ravens are pretty fucking solid, but
I actually my pick last week I thought it was going to be Chiefs and Saints.
Yeah, that's what I guessed last year. Actually, that's ironic.
So we can scrap that. So now this year I actually still think it's going to be the Chiefs, and I'm rooting for you, which is weird as a Bronco fan. But since you like the Chiefs, and I have some good friends in Kansas City that take me to a Chiefs game every year, so I'll be happy for them.
It's always great.
So I'll say Chiefs and Packers. Maybe.
Yeah,
it would be the Niners.
What Super Bowl is this? 51?
53?
53? Yeah, because that was the first Super Bowl.
It was, right?
That was the second Super Bowl, I think. The Chiefs and
yeah.
Packers. The Packers made it both of those years. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, that's the last time the Chiefs had won, right? Or the Chiefs have never? No, they won one Super Bowl.
I don't.
Way back, because I always talk shit to Chiefs.
Oh wait,
fans.
yeah.
But it's Super Bowl 3 maybe or 2.
I think we were I think we were the team that went.
You went back to back. Maybe I don't know. But you guys have sucked.
I think it was against the Vikings. I don't know.
Sucked for a long time. Yeah, I think you did beat the Vikings.
Dude, yeah, I guess around 2003 was when the Chiefs have been pretty consistent since then.
Yeah.
Once we had that Priest Holmes team and Trent Green.
They just couldn't beat the Broncos.
But then there was a little stint. Well, because it wasn't really the Broncos as much as it was Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Because Peyton Manning beat us in the playoffs every fucking year, just as Tom Brady does.
We love Peyton Manning. Come on, Peyton. Come on the 31. You still live in Denver. Can you imagine if his big forehead was sitting down there? I would fucking freak out.
I know.
I might get too
I'd be geeking out.
Scared to ask him questions. Be like, hello.
Yeah, we wouldn't know what to say.
It's just bring a jersey. We'll hang it up. That'd be sweet. I know. I'm trying to think who to reach out to, locally, to get someone in the studio.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the Lumineers or
Elon Musk's brother lives in Boulder, I think.
Oh, really?
I've actually filmed for him a couple of times.
Does he do anything cool?
He's agricultural guy.
Oh, really? He'd probably be interesting. Get us some press if he just talks shit about his brother.
Yeah.
You know what? My brother used to wet the bed till he was 13, and Got him jerking off in a Sony Walkman. And
He showed up at Comedy Works one night.
oh, really?
Actually, yeah. I forget. It was like a random night, too. We always get like random people like that on like a Tuesday or something. Like Steve Aoki showed up.
I know,
like,
that
a
was
year ago.
crazy.
Everybody was like guessing. They're like, "Is that really him?" And turned out it was. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other celebrities that ever came.
We had Nathaniel Rateliff when Dave Chappelle came. That was really cool.
We need to ask him to come on the podcast.
That's a cool dude. Yeah.
And he probably lives right around this neighborhood. He's probably our neighbor.
I believe he's from Denver somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me look it up.
He's a cool guy. Yeah. He's cool.
Well, I
dude.
think he just like recently got divorced, so he's probably just chilling at the crib doing nothing, man. So if anybody knows him, just tell him. Let me look it up. How do you Nathan?
Nathaniel, and then
Oh, here it is.
Rateliff.
Because I have a feeling if he's an old school Denver guy, he probably lives in this neighborhood.
I'd assume so, or at least has some like condo or something.
Because he doesn't seem like he is like would live in like the rich neighborhood. I don't know. Maybe he would.
I mean, maybe he's the type of guy that has an apartment in a couple of cities. You know.
Yeah, that's the new. Well, I guess I don't know when this episode will be out before the next Craigslist or the last one, but last night on Craigslist Chaos, I tried to sell Coach Shanahan's house for $20 million. So either you guys have already heard it or it's you'll hear it soon. But yeah, I was trying to sell it, but I don't know. We'll see if they get back to me today. They're supposed to hit me up and because it's listed for like $22 million.
Jesus Christ.
It is incredible. So then the lady's like, "Can you tell me a little bit about the house?" And I was like,
"Where is it located?"
In Cherry Hills.
Cherry Hills.
I was like, "It's got 6 bedroom, 13 baths." She goes, 13 bathrooms? I'm like, "Yeah, bowling alley, spa, pool." I mean, it's crazy how dope it is.
It sounds like the Home Loan house in Wilmette.
Yeah, it is. It is amazing. Well, they won't tell us where he lives. I guess it's a secret. So we're gonna have to just reach out to him next time he comes to the club. Say, "Hey, man." I guess I could just hit him up on Instagram and say, "Hey, want to come through and just come sit down to a podcast and talk about?" I bet he's got some crazy stories.
Oh yeah.
Or like the lead singer of the Lumineers.
Yeah, that's a cool band.
He's been around too. He comes with Josh
Yeah,
Blue.
because I know. Yeah. Oh, he's
been. Yeah,
oh,
he's been to
shit.
the.
I didn't know that.
That's like with Chappelle. I didn't even know it was Nathaniel. He was just standing in the back wall, and I was just like. Then I walked by. I was like, "Oh shit! I think that's Nathaniel Rateliff right there."
Yeah.
He was just so super chill.
Yeah, so chill.
Partied all night, and all right, we're gonna have to reach out to him. I know one of the comics dated or went on a date with one of the Lumineer girls.
Mm-hmm.
I think he talked about it on this podcast.
Well,
Elliot did.
Bartender Alicia, she has a friend. Or wait, no.
Oh no, her friend's in the Lumineers.
Yeah, she's
now, right?
friends with. I thought it was a friend of a friend, but yeah, she's friends with the girl from the Lumineers. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll try to get him on then. All right, let's call somebody. I'm waiting to hear back. We're gonna call my boy Ryan Dalton out in L.A. He's out doing hiking shit, trying to get his 2020 on, but we'll see. What else is up? Anything good on the girlfriend track or no?
No, man, I've been so busy with work this year, but honestly, it's okay.
Wait, what happened to the girl that was staying at your house?
Oh yeah, that didn't happen.
Oh, it didn't happen?
No.
What happened?
So we went to this party it was like a friend's birthday, and so we just had like a little get together at one of our friends' apartments, and then she was leaving early, and I didn't want to stay anyway, so I'm like, I'm gonna go back home too. So we got in the same Uber together, so I'm like, this is a good sign. And then get back to my place. I'm like, "You want another drink?" Because I was making myself a drink. She's like, "No, I think I'm gonna go to bed." And I'm like, I feel like I'm misreading this right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and not press my luck.
Yeah.
So.
It's a different time.
Yeah.
you need the full permission slip even in your own house.
Well, that's honestly I've never been like that anyways. Like I'm so laid back. A lot of it just comes to me. Like I've never, not that a lot of it does. I mean, just most of my hookups have like been me not initiating it because I'm a pussy sometimes.
That's how I am. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Pretty much every girl I ever kissed was like, "Are you gonna kiss me or what?"
Yeah.
I'm good after the first time. Then I could be aggressive, but I can't.
I used to be good at that actually. But
I'd be
now I'm not good at it.
I'm so scared to like try to kiss somebody and have them pull away, and it would just crush my little ego. So.
But it has nothing to do with me too. It's like that's just, I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a lot of older people that were involved in me. Like people my age, we're not fucking. We don't press ourselves unless you're like a frat boy. That's like all about that shit. Like they think it's still their lifestyle. It's just because a hereditary thing. They just keep passing it on.
Yeah, I had some friends. I think that now they're all married and have kids, but you'd have to change your way because they were just like, you just try. If you go 3 out of 10, and I was like, well. I guess that was their analogy. 3 out of 10, you're still in the Hall of Fame. I'm like, yeah, I guess if you fuck 3 out of 10 chicks, that's pretty good. But if I'm with you.
Honestly, at this point, I'd just rather have the one.
Yeah,
I've had my time. I've never done a relationship either, so like,
I know it's
it'd be interesting. I feel like I would have to tell the girl up front that I've never been in a relationship. So if I fuck up with little things, just tell me and I'll fix it.
You should tell every girl.
Lenient. Oh man,
you should tell every girl you've never been in a relationship because then they'll. Yeah, that's the challenge.
They probably want you to think that way as opposed to asking them.
Then they'll be like, "Oh, I'll be his first girlfriend. I can show him."
Yeah. How can I fix him? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right, we're waiting for these calls. What, should we go to break real fast? I don't even know what we call it break. These guys don't know it's a break, but
we keep rambling on. I don't know.
Here's he told me he was going to text when he's ready, but I don't know what. LA, he's probably caught in traffic. I'm waiting on Pete Lee. We got confirmation we'll have Jay Larson tomorrow. So Jay Larson might be on this podcast. Should I just do a Craigslist Chaos right in the middle of this?
We could just we could stop and then jump to that.
No, we're just gonna do one right now. Someone text me.
All right, yeah.
Who cares? So from yesterday's Craigslist.
I'll just fix the intro.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. This is just a little bonus round. I just have a text from somebody and it just says hello. So while we're waiting, we're just gonna call and see who it is.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Or maybe here we go. Hello? It's going to be a quick question for you. Random style. Quick question for you. The user's busy. Oh. All right, hold on. We got one more. I wake up. Oh, remember I woke up to these messages. Hold on.
Oh, voice messages?
Yeah, we'll see. Who's this one? Let's hear this.
Hey, I received a call last night after 10 o'clock from this number. I don't know if it was a missed call. I didn't get a message. So anyways, if you want to get in touch with me, please leave a message. Thank you.
All right. We'll call her back. I don't know who that was, but Plymouth, Michigan. I can't remember who I was talking to last night. In Plymouth, Michigan. Where is that? But I called her after 10.
Have we ever called somewhere in Hawaii?
We can.
Is that like
I was making Valentine's Day reservations yesterday in Hawaii. I should have taped them. Oh, this lady, now you're not going to answer? You leave me a message. I leave you a message.
Your call has been
See, that's how Craigslist Chaos goes.
So it wouldn't. All right, this is probably a really stupid question, but can you call people? Like, we still have like Sprint and Verizon and shit in Hawaii, right?
I think. I know it's
all,
not
like,
a stupid
land connected, is it? Like,
it's not a stupid question because I was also like, wait, is that long
distance?
About
I was like, wait, can we even do that with? I didn't know if we had to use like WhatsApp or something.
Hold on, let me see this other message we got.
You can give me a call back. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna call this person back. I don't know what they were selling. Tyler, Texas. Where are you, Tyler? You can give me a call back. Thank you. This is the fun part, is then I'll just be like, I'm just returning your call. They'll be like, you called me. I go, no. You called me. You left me a voicemail.
You gotta sound real confused, though.
All right. Let me, there should be a callback option, isn't there?
Usually.
All right, here we go. I'm just going to call them back. You called me, I'm calling you.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
How are you? I'm returning your call.
Who are you?
You called me, I'm calling you back.
I didn't call you. You called me.
No, you called me, you left me a voicemail. From yesterday. You just...
About honey?
Who's honey? Am I... Wait, what happened?
Who is this?
I got a call from you, 903-343-6297. Tyler.
Is this the guy that called and asked about the seasoning?
No, but do you have seasoning?
We do.
What kind?
We got rib seasoning. We got brisket seasoning. We got bean seasoning.
I should have called you. How much is it?
It's $5 a bag.
Ooh, how much will a bag work on?
Well, I do 3 slabs of ribs with 1 bag of rib seasoning.
Can you make me some ribs?
Are you in Tyler?
I can be if you're making ribs.
Yeah, I got 6 slabs cooking.
How much?
$30 a slab.
Damn, that's a good deal. You want to trade for them?
I can't.
Trade cash. Tricked you.
Nah.
No, you don't want to trade money for ribs?
Yeah, I'll trade money.
Oh, yeah. What'd you think I wanted to trade?
God only knows in this day and age.
Well, that ain't that the goddamn truth. These crazy people out here. Okay, so $30 for a slab, then I get it. I don't need a bag. If you're gonna put this stuff on the slab, right?
Right.
Right. I like this. Do you have like sides or anything?
Yeah. Beans, potato salad, and coleslaw.
Oh, this is like a restaurant.
It is a restaurant.
I wonder how you got my number.
I don't know.
I was on Craigslist trying to buy like a couch, but you weren't selling a couch, were you?
No.
What do you sell on Craigslist?
I don't sell nothing on Craigslist.
I wonder how we got each other's number.
I don't know.
It's like fate.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you called me, and now I called you back. So I'll come in and get some slabs.
It's the one on 14 and 20 by the Pilot gas station.
Oh, by that gas station?
Yeah. In State Park.
Oh, that's a rough area over there. Should I bring a gun?
That ain't rough over here.
I don't know. I've seen some bad stuff happen over there. I saw one time.
I've been here 5 years. I never seen no bad stuff happen.
I saw a lady one time with a shopping cart hit like these 2 kids were across the street. She just rammed the shit out of them. You remember that?
No.
That was probably 6 years ago, actually.
We're way out in the country.
I know, but that gas station has some riffraff sometimes.
Oh, that gas station over there, Pilot.
Yeah. I don't go there.
I don't go there either.
You know what I mean? I would get my Mountain Dew somewhere else because that place is scary.
I don't go to Tyler if I don't have to.
I know, Tyler's scary. I only go for a high school.
No, it's not that. I don't like the city.
You don't like who?
The city.
Oh, I know. I used to have to go there for football games in high school. They would kick our ass. You ever go to a football game?
No.
You're lucky. It's not fun when you get your ass kicked.
Nope.
Well, I got it. So I need to avoid that gas station. You guys have parking?
Yes.
All right. Who do I ask for you? What's your name? Honey?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll ask for you, honey. Okay. I'll see you in just a little bit.
All right.
All right. I love you. And that is Quick Question Brisk. I don't know.
I got so fucking hungry.
If for some reason you haven't listened to a Craigslist Chaos, there's a little bonus one in the middle. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, he said he's about.
Preview.
He texted me, said he's ready, so we're gonna call him in just a second.
Nice.
I assume we can call Hawaii.
I mean, it's probably a stupid question, but
I say stupid shit on here all the time,
Yeah.
and people send me messages like, I couldn't pronounce this fish the other day. People were making fun of me.
yeah.
You know what? Well, we're gonna give him one more minute. I'm gonna go, and we're gonna call someone in Hawaii. Should I try to get a? So my girlfriend's taking me to Hawaii for Valentine's Day. So I was making reservations.
Mm-hmm. Where to? Oh yeah, I guess
In Hawaii, trying to.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to Google something.
But now I'm going to Hawaii.
What part?
It just said Honolulu. I don't know what.
Honolulu?
Do you have anything? Oh, this one sent me to Orange County. I don't know if they have Craigslist in Hawaii.
Oh no, I was looking one up. Yeah, I saved it on my phone. Let me see, because I knew I would forget it. Yeah, Honolulu is this one.
You know what, my boy Nick.
Oh yeah.
And Kentucky sends me some. You know what I'm gonna call.
I thought this would be funny.
What
It
is
just says, have someone write your paper for you, and I gave a number. So
Really?
it says, my name is Dean, and I'm an academic ghostwriter on the island of Oahu. O-A-H. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce
Oh,
it.
I said it wrong the other day, and they.
Yeah,
yelled
don't
at
eat me alive on my pronunciation.
Oahu?
Oahu. Yeah, that's it. Actually, I've heard that. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. That was stupid, too.
No, I did it the other day, too.
Just proving our intelligence. I help students achieve academic success by providing them with research papers, PowerPoints, speeches, and class assignments. I also complete entire online classes when scheduled in advance. I have 3 years of experience with subjects that include, but are not limited to, English, history, economics, psychology, law, biology, criminal justice, religion, and politics.
They could just write anything?
He's a fucking jack of all trades.
Who is it?
His name is Dean.
What is he?
Oh yeah. Also, no. I guess he's not finished. Math, chemistry, and high-level sciences are the exception
All right,
to my services.
Give me his number. Let me call him.
All right. You want me to say it? Or
Yeah, just say most of it.
808
808
304
304.
90.
Here we go. If you guys heard it.
You probably did.
I
I
don't
just
care.
said it to whatever. I mean, he can help you with your fucking papers.
It was
Whatever.
90.
I wish I had this a few years ago.
It was 9015 if you're curious. I'm gonna see if he'll write me a TED talk. I need to go viral. Dean, can you hear me? Dean. He's in the library working. All right. I like it. Yeah, I was going to say, hey, man, I need a TED Talk. I need to go viral.
I need to go viral.
So I need you to write it.
That just. All right, wait. Let me look up that number.
Hold
I
on.
know what you're talking about. Are you calling? Is he?
No, I'm
you?
calling someone else.
Oh.
My boy Nick, he sent me something in Cincinnati.
Oh, really?
It just says Susan with a number, but he didn't send me the whole ad. It just says looking to buy and I don't know what the rest is. So we're just going to call her and see what she's looking to buy. Thanks, Nick, for sending half of it. This might make it even better. Here we go. Susie Q. Sweet Susie. Susan.
Hello,
Is Susan there?
this is Susan.
Hey, Susan, how are you?
Okay.
You don't sound okay. You all right?
Who is this?
This is Craig. Hey, I saw your ad on Craigslist. My buddy sent it to me. What are you looking to buy?
Uh-huh.
What are you looking to buy?
We were looking for like an Amazon, but we wanted it closed. You know, I don't want to have to fly it in or anything.
An Amazon? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
An Amazon what though? He just sent me. He said call Susan. She's looking to buy, but I can't read the rest of it. It just says looking to buy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's all I said was an Amazon.
What's an Amazon?
Parrot.
Oh, a parrot. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Wait, do you still want one?
No, thanks a lot.
Do you want this?
Yeah.
Yeah, she sucked. All right, it's time for a quick question for you. Let me call my boy Ryan. We're calling my friend Ryan Dalton. He used to live with me in LA for a little bit. I talk shit to him all the time because he's from Cleveland and I hate everything Cleveland. So he will probably be talking shit back and forth to us, probably from the get-go, but that's why I like him. He runs a good show in Hollywood. He's a good dude, but he'll probably be ready to talk some shit because that's how Ryan is. So here we go. Ryan Dalton, it's time for a quick question for you.
Hey, this is Ryan Dalton. Thanks for calling. Leave me a message. Thanks. Bye.
Motherfucker. Damn you son of a bitch, Ryan.
Do you even know him?
I don't. I guess he's just a Craigslist comedian. All right, we'll give him. Maybe he'll call us back. You moron. What question you want me to open up with him for? Like, what
are some
dare you?
I heard you tell me that you had some new ones. What are some?
I got some new ones. You know, I had a new one yesterday that Shire asked. Damn it, what was it?
I think I have a folder actually in my phone. That has a few questions.
I had a
too,
new
but-
one about when was the last time. Fuck, what was it? You lied, or the last time you ate too much?
Oh, it was. When was the last time you told a lie to get out of work?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Thank you. I like it. No, I got a bunch of new ones because he's been on the podcast before. He answered the original 31, but it was a long time ago. So, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Do you have any other ones?
Gotta unlock my phone. You know what pisses me off about iPhones? All right, so like I still have the 7, but like, what is the point of having a finger scanner if it doesn't work?
Oh, yours doesn't
It
work?
gets smudges on it or maybe that's just me, but it gets smudges on it all the time, and then it can't read it if it's not like completely.
Well, mine,
glossed off.
I have to put in my code. It's a 6-digit code, and
Same.
and my shit never works. I have to put it in like 7, 8 times.
It's so
sometimes.
fucking annoying.
I'm like, I know I'm putting in the right number. It's the same fucking number
Yeah.
every time. You damn Apple. All right, I'm calling him again. He's going to get a rude voicemail this time if he doesn't answer. And he doesn't get a good intro this time. It's just Ryan Dalton. Here we go. What are you, taking a shit or something? What's wrong with you?
Pooping?
You pooping? You pooping? You shitting? The hell's he doing? Playing with his doggy? This motherfucker. I'm gonna give out his phone number if he doesn't answer soon. You told me 10 minutes.
Hey, this is Ryan
You
Dalton.
piece of shit, Ryan Dalton. All right, well, the good news is we're going to have to call somebody else. Just in Craigslist time. I wish I still had the number of the Portland guy. So the crazy thing is I just have all these numbers. Wait, do you have any numbers? Let me see if Nick gave us any more.
Oh, for Craigslist?
Yeah. Oh, no, I think Nick had another one for me. Nick, who'd you send us? Oh, do you change your... Oh, another one. I don't know. Do you change your water? One Protusibus male purplish and a hybrid orange with blue peacock. But the title is Do You Change Your Water? All right. And his name is Just Text Me. But I'm not going to do that. You know we got to call him. Quick question. Craigslist Chaos crossover here.
I'll give you a little preview so you can cross
Yeah,
over.
so if for some reason you're not listening to Craigslist Chaos, you should, because
Tune in.
this is what it's like. This person's never going to answer either. Just text me. Just text me. You piece of shit.
Do you really know me?
Yes. Of course.
Huh?
Hello? Oh, I thought this was a voicemail.
No, who is this? Do you know me?
Do you know me? First of all, can you just say hello? Let's start off in a nicer tone.
Oh, I'm sorry, but if you don't know me, don't be calling me, dude. What do you want?
I saw your number on Craigslist that I was trying to buy something from you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been getting too many crank calls, man,
Crank calls.
from that list. Yeah, dude, I've been having guys coming up and, what should I say?
They're trying to get you to suck their dick?
Yeah, stuff like that, man.
That's not a prank call. That's harassment, brother.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be rude to you, bro,
No.
but after a few of them, you're just like,
Well, I'll tell you this.
come
right
on,
now.
man.
You're never, ever going to
So,
I'm not into that, so please don't.
yeah, I know, right? So what's going on, man?
What's going on, man? How are you? How's 2020? Good?
It's good.
So far, so good? What do you got for sale today?
Well, all they have right now, I have a purple pseudo. He's like 3.5 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Now his back tail it's good because when it's been growing back for about 4 months now, 5 months.
Wait, what happened to
Because
him?
I had another male pseudo got him.
Oh, got his tail?
Yeah, but I've had him I've had him I quarantined him like 5 months ago. He's been in fresh water. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with him because I change my water once or twice a week.
Yeah, that's good.
So all my fish are healthy. And I got a hybrid. Peacock. He's orange with a little bit of blue on him.
I like it.
And I have now I got two of them, so I want to keep one. Now I paid $20 a piece for them, but we can work out a deal.
All right.
It's a elongatus bozula.
Ooh, I've heard of those.
From I think Lacoma Island.
Okay, cool. Where'd you get them
but
from?
He's pretty. I got him from Tampa Bay Cichlids.
Oh, that's a good spot. Well, that's
yeah,
cool.
He's got some pretty decent fish.
So you're gonna keep one and save one?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep one male because what I'm doing right now is I'm stocking up. I'm kind of changing around a little bit. I'm stocking up a 125 with all males.
All dudes.
And then all dudes. And then my 55, I'm gonna start putting. I got a marble peacock, and I got a couple other little fish I'm gonna throw in there, and I'm gonna breed my marbles to see if I can't get some blue and reds out of them, out of my red breast.
Oh, that's cool, man. Sounds like you're doing good, man. Well,
I'm trying, man.
I like it, man. What are you up to tomorrow night? You want to go out and grab some dinner or something?
No. I'm
you sure?
Yeah.
What about when you get off work? You want to just grab some drinks, me and you?
No, not really. You call for fish. I'm up for selling fish, but
well, yeah, but
I ain't trying to.
You're sexy. You sound sexy.
Are you kidding me? You really called me for this?
No, I was gonna buy fish, but then the more I talked to you, I started kind of have a little crush on you.
No, I'm sorry, dude.
You were into chicks?
You guys are wrong. Yeah, like I told you when you called me, man.
Well, I didn't know.
I ain't in that shit.
But then when you said you had all male fish, I thought that was like code for hey.
No, that ain't code for nothing.
All right. Well, you think
it is what it is.
All right. Well, you think about it. Let me take you out.
No, you know what?
What's that?
Forget about it. Don't contact me no more.
All right, I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
Real homophobe. Jeez.
I knew I was gonna flip it on him.
Fucking bad?
I was gonna flip it on him and be like, "Hey man, let me take you out to dinner."
Real.
All right.
Naughty.
Let's do some quick question for you. Dalton, he'll better answer right now.
Was that who was calling?
Yeah. Could you hear it beeping in it?
Yeah. You can just send a voicemail and it'll stop ringing like that whenever they call you while you're
Yo, you're back.
What's up, bud? I'm back.
What's up, buddy? Where were you?
I was just getting in and getting actually some stuff, and then I was just making something to eat because I was starving. And
putting on your podcast outfit?
Here we go. Sorry, I just want to get my headphones in. All right.
What are you eating?
Oh, apple, a protein shake, bro.
Dude,
SoCal, bro.
You're so LA on us. Did you just finish hiking?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
Really good. Really good.
So me and Ryan, little backstory, we used to hike almost every day and see celebrities. Give me a celebrity update. What kind of celebrities you seen hiking lately?
Oh, man, it's a different world. I mean, I seen Johnny Knoxville up there. I saw P. Diddy one time.
P. Diddy?
P. Diddy.
Full entourage?
Diddy. Puff. No entourage. He's like working out. He's like running trails. I saw Ashley gave Biebs a high five.
Oh, she saw Bieber?
She saw Bieber and gave him a high five. And then she looked back and then everybody was copying her moves,
Nice. Wait, was he
giving a high five?
Was he solo mission?
Yeah.
Damn.
Solo mission.
Those are
and just a bunch of different people. I mean, they're still up there, man. They're still up there. I see Kevin, not Kevin James, but Kevin, the guy who directed Mallrats. I see him like every other day.
Kevin Smith?
Kevin Smith, that's right.
Yeah, those are some pretty big stars.
Yeah, man, pretty big. They're pretty good.
Are all the hot gay dudes still up there?
Oh, fuck yeah. I love hot gauge. I mean, what? Are we recording? Is this going on? Is it?
We're live, but
Yeah. So many hot gauges, though.
that's all I remember is when we would hike and I'd just be like, God, I got to get in gay shape. These dudes are so hot. They just were, man. They were chiseled. I would come down. Sometimes I'd hike by myself. So those of you that, we're talking about Runyon Canyon in Hollywood, but you would go in a circle. And there was a couple times when I came down and I saw like 3 hot gay dudes, and I was like, I better take another lap, man. I got to get hotter because they're just chiseled, man.
Dude, there's superhero people, and what's funny is like we walk up the hill and then we come down. It's like now paved. Like when you and I used to do it, it was like dirt, and now it's like paved. But still, like anytime you see a dude who's chiseled, wearing just spandex leggings, running up the hill, I'm like, all right, dude, that's enough. We get it, dude. We get it. You're in shape. You're the most in shape, dude. Come on, easy.
I remember you could see some weird shit. Like I remember we saw that guy would have like a pet wolf. I always say it wrong. If there's a wolf, I've seen some weird shit up there.
Yeah, I saw a pet wolf. I've seen snakes fall out of the cliff, and I hear the rattles and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's scary.
You see like foreign families that are dressed completely inappropriately on the hottest day of the year in like complete black slacks. You're like, what are you doing here? You're all going to die.
Yeah, I'd love to see tourists that are like, oh, we're supposed to hike Runyon, and they just be in like jeans halfway up and like. Well, I remember I saw a helicopter like come rescue people off there before.
Oh yeah, I see them. They make patrols up there. They get up there pretty high and they can kind of turn around. But I've never seen them rescued up there.
Do they still have free water and snacks right when you get to the front?
Oh, the Brandt Tobler special. Just give me your shit. I'm gonna take it. It's still there.
So they have a little snack shack that's just like, I guess I'm an awful person, but they have a little thing like water and snacks, like Gatorade and bananas at the base of the Runyon. And it's just like on the honor system, but I was a broke comedian with big dreams, so I was always like, man, when I make it, I'm going to come back, put $5,000 in this thing.
You're not going to do that.
I would if I made it. I would at least come back and put like 100 in. Sometimes I would do it because people are very judgy. You had to be like sly because sometimes I wanted a banana or sometimes it's hot. I wanted water. But, I miss those days. It was fun. How's LA treating you? Good?
Do you remember the one time we took the train? It was the one time they probably ever checked this. And you're like, and this is you in a nutshell, man. We're not paying to get on this train. I'm not paying to get on this train. It's not going to happen. I'm like, and you started guilting me, like, dude, don't be a wuss, man. Come on, don't be a wuss. Like, they're never going to check. They're never going to check. We get on the train, ride the train, and there's cops waiting for us on the other side, just mass ticketing everybody. And you were just like, this never happens.
It doesn't really happen that much. Sorry about that. Whatever happened?
Yeah, I think I was bad luck though, because with your streak of just getting into stuff, I feel like I definitely ruined it. Like, remember the time I ruined Chipotle for you? I mean, I might be your bad luck charm.
Wait, what did you do at Chipotle?
Well, as you know, if you go to Chipotle, there's a whole assembly system, like an assembly line, like in a Ford plant. And if you come in at a weird time or go to the wrong person and start talking to them about stuff, it screws up the order of the person behind them. And Chipotle was such a big deal to you. And I've never seen you angry. I've never seen you angry until this day, because I went in there and I started messing up your order behind me, and they started making it wrong, and you lost your mind. It was like watching a piston shoot out of an engine. You were so upset.
That cannot be true. I do not remember that. Mm-hmm. Why would I be? I mean, I did love. What's funny is that I ate too much Chipotle there. Now I don't eat it.
You don't eat it at all?
Well, I mean, I'll eat it a little bit, but what do you eat now by the house? You still go to Fat Sal's?
No, Fat Sal's isn't that good, man. I mean, it's not that great. It's like they just put too many toppings on stuff. It's like you got to have a good mixture. And I mean, they have a couple things that are good, but honestly, dude, I'd rather have Jersey Mike's subs. Those are the best sandwiches ever.
Yeah, I do like Jersey Mike's. Fat Sal's was just like the hip place. Fat Sal's is a sandwich spot where you get like turkey and French fries and mashed potatoes and all kinds of shit. Yeah. It was good, but
too much.
I felt like shit. I mean, you can't go wrong with Chick-fil-A's right there too. All right, let me hit you with a
Excellent.
couple quick questions. I know you're very busy doing Hollywood shit, but are you ready?
I am ready.
None of this will be about your shitty Cleveland sports teams, I promise. First
Here we
question. When was the
Here we
last? No, of course not. When was the last time you lied to get out of work?
Last time I lied to get out of work.
Or best time you ever lied to get out of work?
Oh, there was a gig. Every comedian has a gig that they book. They put on the calendar. They won't admit. A lot of people won't admit it, but they'll book a gig on the calendar, going like, "I do not want to do this gig at all." But because we're comics, you have a lot of times, especially if you work the road, you're only as good as your calendar, and you got to start filling that void up with anything you can. And then if the better opportunities come, you just get rid of the ones that you don't want to do along the way, you know?
Yep.
And I was like, I booked this thing. And I mean, you knew it was a hell gig. It was like, it was probably outside, daytime. I mean, you just knew the person had no idea what they were doing, never booked anything before. And a lot of times things like this get canceled. So you just put it on the calendar in case. Well, this date never canceled, and the days were coming near, and my year was looking pretty good up until this like 1 month. And I kept looking at this day, and I'm like, I'm never, don't worry, something's going to pop up. Nothing ever popped up. And I'm like, the day is getting closer, and I'm still like, maybe they'll cancel. And the day never came, and mind you, this gig was far away. Like, far away to the point where you're like, do I buy an airplane ticket, or do I drive 8 hours?
Ugh.
Round trip 16 hours. And it's just like, it's so bad. And I called up this gig, and it's such a bad thing to do because it was like last second. Like, they're expecting me to be there at this point.
Yes.
And they're expecting me to be there. And I called him up, and I was like, hey, man. And he said, yeah, we're excited. Are you pulling into town? Are you pulling into town, dude? They really thought I was coming. I'm like,
shit.
I was like, I booked my own TV show.
What did they say? Were they happy for you?
No. They were like, why? I mean, they started to grill me, which means also there's like, and I was just like, at this point, to the point, they were mad. They thought somebody was coming to do something, even though it was going to probably be the worst thing ever. It was probably going to be the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, they were still mad that I broke. I didn't even have a contract or a guarantee. Like, I didn't know if I was getting paid after the show. I had no details on this stuff.
Yeah, fuck that.
And I was like, I'm out, dude.
Well, you should never feel bad, because if they would have got someone better that day, they would have canceled on you. So I learned that early. Like, I used to feel bad, but I'm like, there's no loyalty in this shit, because because I've had plenty of gigs canceled the same way when I'm driving to the parking lot and then they call me and go, oh shit, sorry. We forgot we have a quinceanera tonight. We're actually, we're not going to do it. So I don't know. Sorry. I'm like, what do you mean sorry? Like, yeah, sorry. And they don't give a shit. So
yeah, I talked about a comic. I talked about 2 times I'd driven round trip 7 hours to audition for somebody for a club when I was starting out, and they just didn't even show up to the appointment.
Yeah.
And I was so mad. I'd drive home 3 hours with the radio off. Like, you just wasted my time.
With the radio off?
I am a nothing, and you wasted my time. With the radio off, no sound, because I was fuming. Like, how fucking dare you do that to me?
Yeah, there's a couple windshields that I still have bricks I'm waiting to throw through at some point, but man. All right, how about this? You ever been walked in on having sex or walked in on anybody?
I have. My Ashley's best friend, Katie, was just known for doing. She just walked in on people like having sex, because usually at the end of the night you're all crashing in one place, and she walked in on us once. But like when we were first dating and stuff like that. But it's like on her face, it was like, oops, it's like that. Oops, what do you say? You turn around and leave.
Were you doing good? I hope, at least.
Oh yeah, I was crushing it, man. I mean, she was so lucky to have me there.
How about this? When's the last time you've bled?
The last time I bled,
It's a male question only for males.
We get this canned dog food for Rusty now. He used to have these, meat and rice grain pellets or whatever, and we had to get him to like a soft dog food. But this soft dog food, man, it is dangerous. You get one of those pull top cans, and you're like waking up first thing in the morning. You pull these things. I've cut my finger like to the point where it bleeds like all the way down your arm with these razor sharp cans. So that was like a couple days ago.
How is Rusty doing?
Rusty is a senior citizen. He's old. He's deaf as a doornail, which kind of sucks, because he never hears us come home. We sneak up on him all the time, and I'm always like, is he wondering like how fast we got as ninjas that we can move around? Like, is he always like, how did you become such magicians that you're always surprising me?
How long have you had him?
He's 14.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
He's a good dog. What kind of dog is it?
100% Dachshund, a wiener dog.
Yeah, there is a Dachshund sitting right in my lap now, a long-haired Dachshund.
Oh, yeah? Is that your little dog?
Well,
is that your dog?
It is now. I acquired him in the relationship. I almost said marriage.
Did you fill out paperwork? My wife's mom is a lawyer, and she drew up an actual contract that I adopted the dog.
Oh, really? No,
yeah. It was a joke, but I was like, I feel like down the road this could come and bite me in the ass.
If we ever broke up, she can have her dog back. If I ever broke, I just don't. It'd be so hard to do like dual custody of a dog. I know so many people that try it and it just never works out. Plus, it was her dog anyway, so.
Yeah, probably easier that way.
Yeah. Do you collect anything?
No, not really. Not really. I used to collect stuff. I'm not much of a collector of anything anymore.
What did you used to collect?
I used to collect, when I was a kid, it was comic books. It was, music, and when I was a young kid, like action figures and stuff like that. But I don't have a collection of anything now. I used to believe in music collections, but with Spotify, I'm like, what's the point?
Shit.
What are you trying to prove? Like how much space you can take up?
Yeah, I found my CDs the other day. I was like, I can just listen to a better version with no scratches right here.
The thing, it is kind of cool to have the gold behind the money, because like I have a Spotify premium and I'm like waving by at $10, $9 a month for listening to all this music. And it's like, you start doing the math, you're like, I'm pretty sure I could have bought all this music by now a million times over.
It's worth it. Getting not having to listen to ads is fucking worth it, man. You don't need $10 that bad. If you need $10 that bad, you're fucked in life already. If it comes down to $10.
I love Brandt Tobler logic. Man, just throw your money away. If you need that money, just throw it away. Burn that money.
You could always make $10. Everybody likes you. We live in a fucking GoFundMe world. If you really needed $10, you could get on there.
I love your hobo logic.
I'd give you $10 immediately. What's your most impressive physical accomplishment?
Oh my God. Sadly, but I started working out in my 40s. I've been living here for a little bit.
You have to.
And then, yeah.
That's why I don't live there anymore. They kicked me out. They said, "Are you going to the gym?" I was like, "I haven't gone in 2 months." They're like, "You have to leave LA proper."
Beat it. So I started, and then I was like lifting weights, and I was like getting stronger, and then I changed my diet, like seriously, because that's the other thing you got to do. You can't just lift weights; you're just gonna be a bulkier version of you. So I changed my diet, and I was getting results. I haven't been below 200 pounds, and I couldn't even tell you within a decade. I've just been over that heavy for so long, and I got down to like 185 as of last year at my best, and then this year, after I don't know if you saw this documentary on Netflix, but it was called Game Changers.
No.
And yeah, you'll hate it, dude. But you'll know they're right. And after I saw it, it's basically about how the meat industry has been selling a lie that the only way you get meat is protein. And so I am, right now, I'm on a plant-based diet indefinitely.
Ugh.
I just started that. So I think right there, getting to that point where you're like, I think that's my greatest physical achievement. It's turning into a vegetarian.
Sounds like torture. What do you do when you go back to Ohio?
Oh, dude, that's the best part. I waited till after I was in Cleveland for 3 weeks, and I swang for the fences every day. I'm talking drinking everything. Soda, beers, meat, hot dogs. I'm like, it was like me. I looked at it like I was on death row, and I had to get the best meal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, what is the best? What's the best meal you ever had?
Best meal I ever had?
Or most memorable meal you've ever had?
Probably my honeymoon dinner on the beach with my wife when we just got married in Playa del Carmen, Mexico.
Ooh. What did you order?
Yeah. But before that, I would also say second, but also tied for first, is the first date we ever had in Cleveland at the steakhouse that's no longer open. And I mean, we both ate. It was also the most full I've ever been in my entire life. You know that type of full where it looks like you're literally like, somebody kill me. Somebody kill me. I didn't do this the right way.
That's not first date. You're not supposed to do that on a first date, are you?
She did too. To this day, we both agree it was the most full we've ever been. It's like we were both miserable.
Well, it must have been. Why'd that place
We still
close?
went bowling afterwards, but I was like, I felt like, I wolfed down so much food.
So first date, you ate everything you could, went bowling. Did you get a kiss at the end or no?
Oh, and in total Brandt Tobler fashion, I didn't pay for it. My buddy did.
Wait, that's not Brandt. Wait, you got your first date comped?
What's that? Yeah, my buddy, I told him, I was like, dude, I got this, because I was starting on comedy too, dude. I had literally $40 to my name.
Uh-huh.
And my buddy's like, dude, I told my buddy, I was like, I met this girl. I got a first date, and I asked her. I had limited time, but I really don't have any money. And he goes, dude, don't worry about it. We're gonna go on a date. I got my girl. We'll all go on this date together. And he picked up everything.
What a good dude. Are you still friends with him?
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, sure.
Is he a comic?
Mm-mm.
Of course not. He had money.
He is a yeah, no kidding. Duh. He's a used car manager at a dealership in Cleveland.
Oh, so he's making. Did he end up marrying his date?
Yes, he did. They had a few
Holy
kids.
shit! Look at that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What? I'm thinking about getting married. What? Do you have any advice for me? How'd you propose?
I've seen the angel that you're dating, and my advice to you is you need to get as much leverage as you can. If you had to kidnap family members and send her proof of life videos to get her down to the courthouse, I would move on that in the next hour if I was you. And
no, here's the problem.
Dude.
Here's the problem. I need a ring.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm on this comedy budget. I wish my fucking white trash family, like my grandma left family heirlooms, but I think my mom pawned them all and shit. I needed that one of like, he has this ring and it's important. I don't know what I'm going to do because she sends me. Rings are expensive. I don't know if you noticed that.
I do know it. It's a lot. It's a lot, man.
I think
you got to show up.
I think I can try to finance it. Well, you know me good, and in true Brandt Tobler fashion, she was so mad at me because she bought me a trip to Hawaii for Christmas. And
I saw that. When I saw that, I was like, I fought every bone in my body to comment underneath it to go, oh, you need to lock this up sooner than later.
Well, you know what? She got so mad at me because then I knew she was going to get me something good, and then I told her, I go, because I used to always shop like the day before Christmas, but then like on the 17th, I was like, babe, she came home. I go, babe, you're not going to believe this shit. You could just get on Amazon and you could order whatever you want and they'll just give you credit cards and you can get whatever. And she's like, Brandt, what are you doing? Because she like is planning for our future and shit. And I'm getting Spotify Premium, but she was not happy. Well, she was happy with her gifts, but it was true. The Brandt hobo fashion you were talking about, I was like, this is fucking awesome. They just give you free money and you can order whatever you want. So I don't know if I could do that with a ring, but that's my new plan.
I feel like you're gonna knock over like a pawn shop jewelry store with some open micers in Denver.
I was telling my buddy who's a cop, I'm like, hey, if you ever arrest somebody that's got like a big ring, just try to grab it for me.
Yeah, give me evidence logger, man.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, the shit just will sit there forever anyway. Let's get it.
Yeah.
What's the best party you've ever been to?
I'd say it was Steve Burns' bachelor party. That was probably the best party I was ever at.
Oh yeah.
But if not that, then the Howard Stern's birthday bash. That, you know what? The Howard Stern's birthday bash was the best party I ever was at. By a long shot.
Yeah. What? Explain that to the listeners.
My wife. Okay. First off, Howard Stern had a birthday bash. It was during the Patriots. I think it was Patriots Giants Super Bowl, or maybe I'm wrong about it. No. You were there. It was Patriots Seahawks. You were there with
Broncos
Seahawks.
Jeff Dye. Broncos Seahawks.
I'm sorry.
Well, you did that on purpose.
Oh no!
To punish me. You know that's the worst day of my life. But go ahead and tell me about the best day of your life.
So Howard Stern was going to do a birthday bash for Sirius XM. I think it was his 60th birthday bash, and I'm a huge Howard Stern fan. I've been an avid listener for years, and my wife, it's been part of our marriage. Like when we first started dating, she got me the new Sirius XM player. It was called the Stiletto at the time. You had to have like these individual players to listen to it. It wasn't just the app. And it was like a good one. It recorded, big blocks of time and stuff. Anyway, huge fans, and like we're psycho about it. And then this birthday bash came in, and they were giving away tickets to fans, but in a style of like Willy Wonka, like they send you a golden ticket, like you sign up and then you get like a golden email, and it was great because it was like all the food was taken care of by like Nobu, and all the drinks were free. And this party was at the Hammerstein Ballroom during Super Bowl weekend, and it was like, and all A-listers were there. All A-list, and like it was an A-list. It was the most famous people I've been in proximity to in my life, like as in standing distance.
And you live right in the middle of Hollywood.
No, at the time I lived in Cleveland.
No, I know, but that's
and
what
then
I'm
we
saying.
were going to
That's impressive.
Yeah, dude, I was. So we win. We get a ticket. We go there, and Ashley looks amazing. She's in this beautiful dress. I got this new tuxedo. And we're dressed to the nines. And Ashley was like, if we're here, then we need to get closer, because they gave us seats, and we were in this balcony. She's like, dude, we are like literally on the precipice. Like, we need to be closer. So she went online and ordered all these wristbands and different colors of just random different colors of colors of the rainbow for wristbands. So her plan was, after a certain point in time, she was just going to see the wristband color and then tuck it under a cuff, so you just saw a little bit. And then by that time, the door guys, they're not sitting here like checking your arms. I mean, this show's like a 4-hour show, so at some point people are drunk, and so we wait an hour in.
And nobody thinks you're going to bring your own. You just go, this is what they gave me. You go, this is what they put on me. What are you talking about? So I love it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So she goes in, and plus she looks amazing. So it's like they see the color, and they look at her, and they're like, okay, whatever. And then they see me, a blob hanging out behind her. They're like, oh, this guy must be some rich dude. The only way he can make this happen. And so they don't care about me. And then I see the color. They look at my color band. So now we're all the way down on the floor, and I see Dave Grohl come out. He plays acoustic. Foo Fighters, and we see David Letterman get interviewed by Stern. I mean, I'm maybe 15 feet away from Robert Downey Jr., and like just everybody famous was in that room. I was just blown away, and it was the best show ever. It was just amazing.
Did you get it? And, did you talk to anybody, or you just played it cool?
Oh, I played it cool until afterwards. I remember at one point, like, I was trying to get pictures with people, but I was also hammered. I had so much like champagne and stuff. And, I remember John Barbados, and I heard him because he did an interview on Stern's show, and he was from like Detroit, and he was just hanging out there. And he's like this dude. He's an incredible designer. I mean, he's a fashion magnet, Yeah. And then I brought we walked up to her, and he looked at her in his dress, in her dress, and he said to her, he's like, you look amazing in that dress. Like, that dress looks so good on you. And I was all, because I always tell her how beautiful she is, and I just remember that was a special moment, because here's this person who is like an icon of fashion telling my wife that. I was blown. I mean, it was just mind blowing, you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it felt good, because I always tell her that. I feel like she never believes it.
Well, it's funny you brought up the other story, because I tell this story a lot about you, actually. I go, my boy Ryan Dalton, he lived with me for like 3 months. We'd hang out every day, all day. And then one day we're hiking at Runyon, and we're on the backside of Runyon. And then he just told me the most fucking incredible story. And I remember that's the one time I was mad at you. I was like, we've lived together for like 3 months, and you've been holding out on this story. Do you even remember that? I remember right where we were at. We were like on that backside of Runyon where no one goes, and I was like, wait a minute. And
that was the second time I saw you irritated with me.
Yeah, I was like,
because you were like, I've lived with you, and all you have is boring stuff to say. You never say anything good, and you finally come up with a doozy of a story like this. Like, why didn't you ever lead with this?
Yeah, I was like, you should have, the second you walked into my house. So, yeah, tell that story. So it was Steve Byrne who you started doing comedy with, and one of your close friends, right?
Yeah.
And
well,
then,
Steve Byrne, had gotten married, and well, he's about to get married, and I couldn't go. I couldn't go to the wedding because I had a gig, but I could go. I could pick between one or two things. So I went to the bachelor party. I was like, fine, I'll go do that. We just bought a house, and like we'd like really, we'd like really gone at it. I was working at it. We finally, my wife was like, just go to the bachelor party. So I did. And so, like, I fly out. It's in Pensacola, like Floribama, that area. We're out Florida and Alabama, right on the border. And it was there. And so I flew out there, and I had a connecting flight. I lose my carry-on luggage in the connection to the second flight. Somebody had grabbed my bag off the airplane, and off the overhead bin, and walked away with it, thinking it was there. So there goes all of my clothes. I'm wearing like distressed jeans and dress shoes and like a black t-shirt and then whatever I have in my backpack. And that's all I have for a whole weekend because somebody has stolen my luggage out from underneath me. So I show up in Alabama finally. And then like I get in there, I walk into where this dining room is, and it's with my buddy Steve, and he's like really good friends with like Vince Vaughn and Peter Billingsley, and then a bunch of other comics. And I was like, I'm a guy from Cleveland. Like, I don't hang out with. I was coming from Cleveland, and I woke in the room and I see it's like Vince Vaughn. I'm like, oh my god, like this is crazy. This is nuts. And there's also like a pro hockey player there from like the Blackhawks. They literally had just won a championship the year before. I'm like, what is going on? What kind of weird meeting is this right now? And then we go out to a bar, and it was just crazy because I'd never been with a A-list celebrity ever. And it's just like we walk into a bar and we just sit down at a table, and it was like, and then you knew it was going to happen soon. People were just going to notice him and like beg him for pictures and stuff. And then finally the bar took notice, and then all of a sudden this operation takes place where we were just sitting at any table, and they take us upstairs, and they make a bunker for us. Like, we're talking about tubs of booze. Just tubs and tubs of booze. And then, like, in this bar, there's, like, cutbacks, like, in a security checkpoint on a military base. And you had to have, like, our T-shirts, these stupid bachelor party T-shirts, to gain entrance into this place.
Wait, you guys all wore the same shirt? Like, even Vince Vaughn and everybody?
Yeah, he had them made up. So we're in there, and those were our tickets into anything. And it's like, you just see the attention somebody gets at that level. And it was just amazing. Because there was just a line of people trying to get it back there with us. And it was nuts.
Well, he was huge. He's still famous, but at that time he was fucking huge. Was he single?
No, I think he, I don't know. Honestly, I can't remember if he was or not. So I can't say he was. I can't say he was. No, I don't know. He might've been. I'm not sure. But, all I know, he was this area was well protected by the bar. There was like 5 different bouncers. This line of people was trying to get past. It was insanity. And we get super hammered that night, or at least I did. And then the next day, first thing in the morning, we got to go deep sea fishing, which I knew was a horrible idea because these people, there's no way they were ready for it. And we go out there.
Well, you don't have any clothes though, right?
Yeah, I'm still wearing the same clothes I was wearing the night before. Like everybody else is dressed for they got their shorts and like little short sleeve button downs, and here I am wearing club gear, clomping around in my oversized dress shoes. And I'm on this boat, and these guys, I'm also still drunk. I gotta be still drunk. It was such a rough night. And then they all of a sudden they start getting seasick and going like one by one slowly. They start petering into the boat, and I'm like, I can't believe these fucking guys, man. This is ridiculous. And so they start casting these fish off the front of the boat. And I'm just like, I see them. I keep looking back in. They're all laying down, like they're all miserable. And then all of a sudden, like they catch a fish, and then I'm like, let me try some of that sushi. And like, you would eat this right now. And this thing had just been alive. And I brought the fish meat in, and I'm just eating it at the door. I'm like, what are you guys doing? And they're just like, no, what? I was like, look at you. You're so weak. I was like, is this a baby shower? I thought this was a bachelor party. Are we going to open gifts next? Is that what we're going to do? And Vince is laughing, so I can see I was entertaining him.
Uh-huh.
And then at one point he came out and he just started hanging out with me because I was like the only person who was awake, which is weird because I was sitting here just on this boat talking to him about stuff, you know. Well, anyway, we get back from that and everybody takes a nap, has some drinks. So then we're going to go play sports. There's like a whole thing. So we're going to play sports on the beach. First thing was like sand football. And I suck at sports, dude. I mean, I know it's hard to believe. I look like an athlete. I look like, you know, I look like a starting quarterback, at least in Division 1A football, you know. But I'm not good. And so, like, we divvy up teams, and, like, Vince is definitely competitive. Like, when he wins, he won't let you hear the end of it. He's like that. He just won't shut up about it. And so I'm on his team, and I'm like, oh, no. This is bad because I fucking suck at playing quarterback anything. I'm slow. I'm not good. I'm not going to catch anything. So I get the hockey player and I get Vince, and we start going, and like they're kicking our ass at first, and then all of a sudden I'm nailing people on the run. I'm hitting people in the slot. I mean, and then I hit for the winning touchdown. I played for the height. I throw a bomb into the end zone, and right where only Vince could get it. But the thing is, I don't know how to do that. I was just doing it at will. I'm like, what is happening right now that I'm planning these fucking throws right in the hands? Like, man, I was a man possessed. And then afterwards, like, he rubbed it in so bad that afterwards, like, we were just sitting around this table, and he was like, he starts doing a fake press conference about the win, about our win over them. And he's relentless. And then he would go over to me. I was sitting next to him. They're like, well, we got to talk to our star quarterback. I was like, what do you think about the win, Ryan? I was like, well, it's no secret, Vince. Excellence plus teamwork equals championships. I think everybody knows that. It's not special math. That's enough out of you. And then you come back to him. And then we played sand volleyball, and it was like we were the same team. And then this time, like, I suck at that too. Like, I'm no good at this stuff. But dude, it was like a scene out of Top Gun, except everybody was a little heftier, and we just dominated the other team.
Well, Vince
and
is
just the
big.
shit
He's
talking.
big, right? He's probably bigger.
Oh yeah, he was protecting the net. Oh, dude, he's huge. He's enormous. And then later on that night, we're like, hey, I hear the Beach Boys are in town. So we're like, yeah, let's go. Why not see the Beach Boys? And then just because he's him, we just walk backstage and get into this Beach Boys concert. Like, they just called ahead and they said, yeah, this guy would like to go to the Beach Boys concert. And they're like, okay, sure, we'll just let you in, you know?
That's power.
And we were there. We were like in our own private space watching them. And they had 3 hours of hits. They're the Beach Boys.
Yeah,
like great. 3 hours of hits. And then afterwards, John Stamos is on the drums because he plays with the Beach Boys. We're hanging out with him after the show. I know, it's nuts. And then the next day we went ski shooting. So there's just a lot of shit talking. It was the first time I'd seen basically how a lister gets treated, and it was just incredible to witness all of that. You know?
Yeah, of course. I can't even imagine. Especially Well, I mean, I love your wife. She's awesome. But if you were ever going to be single, those are two pretty good wingmen, Vince Vaughn and John Stamos.
Oh, I know.
And a hockey guy. I don't even know. You don't even remember who the hockey guy was?
I can't remember his name. I mean, this kid was like 24, and he'd just come off the Stanley Cup win like that year. I was like, that's pretty incredible.
It's so.
But I also learned something.
What's that?
I also learned something that I applied to. The story continues. So I'm on this trip, and there was a comic by the name of Ahmed there. And I met Ahmed back in the single days. I met Ahmed and Vince and Peter. They used to like hang out together like all the time. They were like kind of like an entourage deal. And at like many years ago, this is back when I was like I just graduated college. I was like a waiter, and this girl, I started dating her, and everything was going great. And then she went on a family vacation, and she came back, and then she dumped me, you know? And I'm like, what? And I'm like, I guess. And it was like, I thought it was going well. And then like we were still work together. And then later on, she was like talking to other people about this trip she went on. And she was in Arizona, and then she was at this resort with them. And so she basically told the tale about how when she was there, it was Vince, Peter, and Ahmed. And I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
And I had a bad feeling. And basically years later, I started talking to Ahmed because I figured out they were friends. And then, I mean, he didn't ever confirm or deny it, because if you roll with that kind of posse, I'm sure you've had a lot of adventures at one point, you know? But basically, he couldn't confirm or deny, but I'm 90% sure he totally hooked up with the girl I was dating, and that's why she was like, I gotta dump this guy.
That Ahmed did?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not mad about it, but the story continues because I ran into that girl in December. And then she was all like, she was drunk. She had 2 kids. She was drunk, and then she was getting a little flirty.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, you guys, like, what are you doing? Like, you're being a little. So at one point, I finally said, "Hey, remember when you broke up with me?" She goes, "Oh my god, that was the worst." And I go, "It's not that bad. It's just like, you know who I'm really good friends with now?" And I said the words Ahmed, and her eyes, they grew like the size of saucers. Like, she was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you found it out." I was like, but, and she was like, "I'm sorry, that was the worst." I'm like, you don't have to say anything. It's not a big deal. It's 20 years later. Nobody cares. But anyway, you remember when you guys hooked up, right? And I kept coming back to it to let her know, just know. I'm like, I mean, that's something you don't want to bring back up. It's been like how many? It was 20 years ago. Who cares?
Yeah, it would have been cooler if it was Vince, but Ahmed.
Yeah.
That's Ahmed, though. He's relentless. Didn't Ahmed... And then Ahmed ended up staying with you for a while. I don't even know if you want to tell this story.
He did.
But didn't you eventually have to leave because he was like bringing girls home and they were climbing over the fences and shit? Do I not remember that story? Because I remember it was your house is like a fortress to get in. You have the coolest house in the middle of Hollywood, but it's all gated. And I thought you told me a story, and maybe I'm remembering it wrong. But wasn't he?
No. It's well, Ahmed was staying us for a while because he's in and out of the country. He had like all sorts of business and stuff, so he wasn't around a whole lot. But it was funny because, like, dude, he bring some ladies home, you know, and then they stay, and then we had control because we have a gate. You know, the reason it's a nice place is there's like an automated gate that keeps the insane heroin addicts at bay. And what would happen is we'd tell them like every night. We'd stay up super late and go out and party with them too. We were raging. Ashley and I were raging after we first got here. So we would stay up super late, but we'd tell them at the end of the night, like, hey, if you need to get out, the keys are on the wall, push the button, gate opens, whatever. Especially if there was a girl over. And he would never wake up in time and never prepare. So these girls had to escape from Dannemora like twice. I mean, dude, and that fence is precarious. There's no good way to jump over it. And they're hopping over spikes. Like, these girls are like escaping Alcatraz. We used to call it escape from a Metatraz. And he's like, what? I don't remember the keys. And we're like, Ahmed, the keys are right there. You should have just opened the gate. They didn't have to risk their lives.
You know, shit. Climbing over those fences in like a skirt and high heels and shit.
Yeah.
That would have been your reality show. You should have pitched that shit to Fox right there. Watch
Came from a Metatrash.
the ultimate walk of shame from a Metatrash. Well, so wait, when you're meeting Vince, you knew you were going to meet Vince. Were you nervous to meet Vince or no?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I was just a road comic from, and I'd only heard about stuff through Steve, because Steve like lived in New York, he lived in LA. He told me, he's like, you're not going to believe this, but I've developed a friendship with this guy, Vince Vaughn. And it's like, I'm like, wait, the Vince Vaughn? You know, I'm like, this is nuts. You guys are buddies? That's crazy. And then like I hear stories through him when I was working with him, but this is the first time I was going to actually have contact with this guy, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, I was definitely nervous. I'm like, what do I say? Do I act normal? Like, I knew it was like a different level of person, you know?
But I'm so glad he was. I would have been so disappointed if he wasn't cool. He seems like he's the coolest. Who?
It was super funny.
Who have you met that made you the most nervous? Was it Vince?
Yeah, I think Vince, definitely, because he's definitely like the most, I guess, say famous person I've met. But actually, I've met famous people by shaking their hand, but I've never hung out with them,
Yeah.
you know, ad nauseum. I did a script reading for Steve's movie, and I was sitting right next to him. And I was still nervous. I'm like, it's like, dude, you're like famous, you know? I'm not nervous to the point where I'm looking at the ground, but you are aware of it. And after a period of time, it kind of wears off.
Yeah. What about, what's your favorite night at the store now that the stores, you had any good store nights now that it's the craziest place in the world?
Well, the thing is, like, I don't have youth store nights like, oh, dude, we were partying and nuts happened. It's like, now it's like, you know, if you see some famous people, that's really it, you know. So I'd say the craziest night I was there was when I first got there, and I'm walking in, and I'm behind this guy who I could see was like, he's built, but he looks like a homeless cut dude, you know. He had like his hair was raggedy, but you could tell he had like, it looked like he had snakes where his traps were. I mean, this guy was cut. I'm like, what's this guy's deal? And he walked in, he turned around, it was Shiloh Booth.
Oh shit!
And that dude's jacked.
Yeah.
He is. I don't know. Have you seen him recently? He's yoked.
Yeah, he's huge.
You wouldn't know it because he hid it well under all this like secondhand clothing he was wearing or whatever. I mean, whatever. He's got his process. I'm like, that's what it, I can't believe I just saw him. And then later on, I'm sitting in the original room. I think it's like no, it wasn't. It was Tuesday. And I was sitting and I looked across the room and watching whoever was up in like a half full room was Jim Carrey. And he was just hanging out there.
Holy shit.
And then, yeah, dude. And then I remember that day because it was Tuesday because it was Roast Battle that night, and Jeff Ross got him to sit in on Roast Battle. And dude, it was like every person who worked there, every comic who worked there posted their experience of that night, you know, because it was such a big deal.
Hell yeah. Seeing Jim Carrey is fucking nuts. Is Roast Battle still huge?
Yeah, it's still big. I mean, I go down, but it's funny because when we used to go, first off, I don't know what we were thinking. I don't know why we didn't just take the bus there instead of walk round trip 4 miles to do that. Like, why did we do that?
We had to get our steps.
Did you have a step counter back then? You did.
I think
yes,
I did, maybe, but I like to walk, man. Fuck that bus. That bus is full of crazy people.
Dude, I gotta tell you. I mean, I was laughing about that. Like, why would I walk that long all the time? And then on top of it, like, unless you were like Jeff or somebody, Jeff Dye, who we'd hang out with and go to you didn't get a place to sit. But now I'm kind of friends with some people, so when I go there, I just sit down and watch it because I refuse to stand for 4 hours. I'm not going to do it.
That shit was so wild, but I liked walk. Shit, when you live in LA, you got to be in shape.
Didn't you do Roast Battle?
Yeah, I did it one time, and you know what's funny? I always think about how my life would have changed if I would, because I think if I went against a girl who I hooked up with, and I had way better jokes, but she just, well, first of all, it's hard to beat a girl. I really believe that, but my jokes were way better, but we ended up tied, and then it went to the judges, and then she just had the pure hate, I think, came off. But if I'd have won that, then I would have probably kept going, and I think I would have done good at it. I always wonder how my life would have changed if I'd have won that first battle. But
So
yeah.
what you're saying is, this is what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
is that you lost to a girl and you gave up.
Yes. No, I lost to a girl.
Wow.
And
You gave
because
up.
your boy Steve Byrne was judging, actually. And one of my jokes, I probably shouldn't have went at Steve Byrne so hard. But one of my jokes was about Steve Byrne, which is not a good strategy to rip the judges. But no, I don't know.
I've been watching enough that, like, I haven't done it, but I see there is a strategy, because a lot of times it's like, dude, it's like, if you rip the judges, then the room won't like you if it's not funny.
Yeah.
And that's a big risk to take. Sometimes it works out.
Well,
especially since if the contestants know the judges well, then it'll work out. But if it's just like, hey, I wrote this joke knowing you'd be here, it never, I don't think that ever works out.
yeah. Well, the thing is, we studied it so much, like, because there is a true strategy to it, I think, like, when the host comes back up. So if you and the other comic have a mic, what I always tell people, when Moses comes back up, fade away from him so he takes the other contestant's mic, so then you still have a mic to rebuttal.
Right.
And then anytime they make a joke at you, your rebuttal's not a joke. Make sure you fire something back fast and then do your joke. And I think there's like a real strategy to it. And I think if I would have won, I would have definitely kept going, And then, but I will say this, the bad thing about it is it consumes. I remember I knew I was battling, and then for like 2 weeks, we just fucking, that's all you think about. You don't write for your act anymore. You just write roast jokes.
Yeah, but that's an exercise in being great. Competition breeds greatness. And I mean, that's the thing that is compelling in it. It forces people to write for something and really give it your all,
Yeah, but you're writing for something. You're just writing something you only use once.
That's right.
I mean, all those jokes
makes you better writer.
Wow, that's true. You know what? It worked out all right. I wrote a book instead.
I love how you gave up. It still doesn't matter to me because you gave up.
I did not give up.
Yes,
a girl did beat me because
you literally just said things would have been different if I won. You would have done it again, be like, whatever. Here's you after you won. I can kill anybody. I'm the best roaster alive.
I would have been.
Get out of my face.
I could have beat anybody, any dudes, but girl dudes, they're just. You see, I couldn't go out. I could say anything to you. I can't about your appearance, anything. I mean, it does get pretty brutal up there, but
oh, dude,
you can't.
I mean, I've seen it.
I've seen the judges turn because you can't. Sometimes if you're just too mean to a girl, they're just like, Jesus. Where I couldn't be. You could say the meanest thing to me in the world, and then they love it. But I think there is a lot of strategy to it. But it was fun.
Who was it? Who beat you?
Jen Murphy.
Oh man. Oh, dude.
I know it
I
haunts
quit
me.
too.
It haunts me to this day.
I know it does because you gave up.
I did not give up. I lost. I did it once and then I gave up.
You just said if you would have won, oh man, I would have kept going and I would have gotten better. A girl beat you, you're like, I quit.
I moved. I don't live there. I can't do it. Will you fly in every Tuesday?
Oh, okay.
I'm
talking about before. You did this a long time ago.
Let me tell you this. If you want to set up a roast battle, if you want a roast battle, you tell Moses I'll fly out there and me and you will roast battle all you want. We can make this happen. I'll come to Cleveland and battle you if you want. I know all your insecurities. You do not want that. I need to go to Cleveland, man. I've come around on Cleveland. It's not the worst now that LeBron's gone.
Oh, why? Because your boy Johnny Manziel went there? Oh, dude. If there's ever a person I'm never going to believe about anything, it's you in sports. Johnny Manziel. He's great. Get out of here.
He was probably great. It's just Cleveland does that.
Yeah.
You see an equation?
I can't argue with it.
What do you say?
All
25 quarterbacks are bad, or maybe it's the Browns.
After this season, that sounds like something we need to investigate on a different level, man.
They hyped you guys too much this year. You still root for the Browns, or you give up?
Oh, dude, I'm always going to root for the Browns. That's what the problem is. I mean, dude, the worst part is they got rid of their general manager, not just the head coach. That guy brought talent to Cleveland, man. Why are you going to get rid of him? He's good.
That's what you guys do. Wait, you still root for the Cavs, or did you come with LeBron to LA?
Oh yeah, no, dude, I'm hardcore Cavs, man. I'm always they're gonna be first. Trying to get to this Cavs Lakers game here next week.
Good luck with that.
Man.
What are tickets going for?
I asked Brian Moses. He's got a hookup, and I was like, cool. And while I'm there, I'm going to ask him, like, hey, you remember the time Brandt Tobler lost to a girl?
You know what? It's time to wrap this interview up. I'm sure you got stuff to do.
I'll be like, you scarred the life. He moved to
shut
Pittsburgh.
The fuck. Well, I hope you make it to the game. Is he going to hook you up?
Dude, you got the hookup, man. I like that you get to go to all those Nuggets games. That's a lot of fun.
It's sweet out here. I say I can get you Nuggets Cavs tickets anytime you want.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure you could. They probably give you these free at 7-Eleven outside of the place.
I mean, they're not. You just tell me if you want to have a family reunion in section 126, I could probably line that up for you. Get anybody you want.
Yeah.
All right. When are you coming to Denver? Are you doing a lot of road? Or are you staying
I don't know.
in town?
I need to talk to you about that in a longer podcast because I want to at least make like a week run or check it out and do it there because I have friends that do it. They'll come in for the weekend. They'll make a little bit of money doing shows, and I need to do that.
Yeah, we can get you some shows for sure, and then ideally.
Plus, I'd like to meet this nice lady. I mean, dude, your life has changed. I want to meet this lady and see what she's about, and I want to see if she needs
the dog the most.
If she needs rescued or she's brainwashed.
Yeah, don't come in here and fuck this up for me. This is my last chance. This is it. If this one goes bad, I'll announce it right here. If somehow I fuck this up, I'm just straight Vince Vaughn bachelor for the rest of my life. Just like I'm just out to fuck chicks. I'll just tell them up front, hey, if you want to try to find a boyfriend, if not, you can come to shows.
That's not much. That's not really a press release as it is just like I'll just go back to what I was doing. Just know what I know.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But this one, no, I got a good one now. So I'm trying not to mess it up. So we'll see. But good, come out.
Good. I look forward to meeting you.
Yeah, call me. We'll discuss that. But we can definitely. You always have a place to stay, and we can get you some gigs, and we can just have fun. Come out, baseball, basketball, whenever.
Yeah, man. I like it.
Tell your beautiful wife I said hello. How's she doing? Good?
She's doing good, man. Right now she got a little bit of a headache. Because when it rains around here, she gets a little headachy. So she's doing all right.
Wait, what happened, though, with her voice? Is that back to good?
Oh, it's bad. It was for a year, she lost the ability to speak. Like she couldn't make sound with her vocal cords. And it was like a year long.
Holy shit.
And it was... Yeah, man.
I remember.
It was weird.
Yeah, what happened? So what happened? What was the final diagnosis here?
Basically, when we were in Cleveland, we went back to visit in Cleveland, and she had a case of strep throat, but she has this thing where she's a nurse, but they say nurses make the worst patients, because they're like, they don't know when they're sick. But I could tell something was up because she was like sick, and then on the last day of it, she was like, she should have won an Oscar because she was trying to keep it together, and she had a very bad case of strep, so bad that overnight her throat was closing and she couldn't breathe. I had to take her to the emergency room.
Holy shit.
And so they gave her steroids to get back on thing. But when you're on steroids, it just helps you get better. It doesn't fix the problem. It speeds it up, And so she got better real quick. And then we came back to Los Angeles and she got sick again because when it gets a few degrees cold in Los Angeles, everybody's got the flu or is cold. Everybody has it. I've never seen anything like it. So she gets it. So she gets sick twice, and her first sickness never healed. So like when she was coughing again, and she lost her voice again. This time it just never came back after the second time. Like we waited a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and then finally I'm like, this isn't this. I mean, it was weird. Now this is like serious. You don't have a voice after 30 days. This is insane. And she couldn't work. And then we kept trying to go to take her to a specialist, find the right thing. Wasn't working out, and it took forever to get through insurance and everything to find the right specialist and get things working. And she basically had to relearn how to talk, and use her vocal cords.
Really? So wait, how did you guys communicate for the year? Like text or just?
Oh, text. She would text me a lot because one month she wasn't even allowed to try to talk. Like she was on total vocal rest, so she would have to text to talk. Oh. And I got a bit in my act about how you don't know an argument until you've had a fight with Siri.
Oh, God.
And yeah, dude, it was because it was tough, man. I mean, she's depressed. She can't go out. We can't even go on dates because I can't hear her.
Yeah.
And even like if we went to Jones, which is a pretty chill place, I still couldn't hear her. You know,
Yeah.
and it was like, so we couldn't do anything, and so she was homebound, and it sucked, and so like, you know, tensions were high, and these fights were weird because she'd be upset, and I couldn't hear what she was saying, which only makes the fight worse, you know.
Oh. God, that sucks.
But she got better, and luckily, thank God Almighty that she got the vocal training again to get it back, because it was just such a long time.
Did it ease back, or just one day she was back?
It came back. It came back immediately. I'd say. I mean, it came back rather quickly after she started doing the vocal lessons and things like that. And it's just, you could hear it getting stronger, like, immediately. So it did come back. It didn't take a long time, but
Damn.
you know, I mean, you really had to. That thing wasn't working.
That sucks, man. Well, better her than you, though, right?
Yeah, please.
I mean,
like, I was telling
you
people
gotta
that,
work. You'd be the worst comedian.
I remember. Oh, dude, it'd be awful. I was telling Colin Jost that he was in town.
A good name drop right there.
Yeah, it was a really good one.
Woo!
Yeah, bam. And I was like, I told him the story, and he was like, it looked like he's seen a ghost, and he was like, that sounds like my worst nightmare. Like, I'd be fired. I could not work.
Yeah.
They would not let. I would not. There's no point in me being there. I would disappear if that happened.
Yeah,
you know?
Sure. Well, that sucks. Well, I'm glad she's okay. Make sure you tell her hi. Tell her to come out. You guys come visit us.
Yeah, man. Why don't you tell your girl to hook us up with 2 extra tickets to Hawaii?
Well, you know, we'll pick you up on the way. Let's go.
My God.
You leave your voice in L.A. and you're welcome to join.
I mean, dude, I feel like you're in The Bachelor, but it's the other way around. You're the Bachelorette. Like, dude, that Green Bay Denver game. I'm like, did you guys parachute onto the field? What's going on over there?
She's a good girlfriend. I'm very lucky. That was a good birthday present for sure. I'd always wanted to go.
I need to tell her. I need to talk to her. Why don't you send her right now? I need to tell her a few things about you.
I'm gonna make sure you never talk to her. Actually, we'll see you soon. Yeah, don't ruin this for me.
I won't.
No, I know you won't. All right, dude. Well, I love you, buddy. Good talking to you. I'll give you a call a day or two, and we'll figure this out. And if you get some dates, the sooner you get some dates, we can. I got some stuff going too. We can work on something good. So you come up with some dates. We'll figure this out off air. But tell your wife I said hi, and tell her when I said hi, and I'll talk to you soon.
Cool, man. Thanks.
All right, see you, buddy. Later. There's Ryan Dalton.
Yeah, good story.
He's got some good stories, dude.
Man, he really does.
I'm telling you, I was so fucking mad at him when he finally told me that Vince Vaughn story.
I know.
And there was more to it, too, because I remember him telling me that Vince was making fun of him, that he didn't have clothes. So then Vince took him to the hotel gift shop and then just bought him clothes, whatever Vince wanted him to wear. And he's like, what am I going to do? I can't argue with Vince Vaughn.
No, yeah, it's Vince Vaughn.
But, God, I remember, I'm glad I asked him about that. I vaguely remember him telling me, like, my wife can't talk. And I was like, everyone has that dumb joke, like, it'd be great. But then the more he said it, I was like, fuck, you couldn't talk for a year?
Yeah.
I don't know who was calling us. We got a voicemail here before we wrap this up. Let's see who was calling us during the show.
Hey, I just got your message. I was on the other line. I couldn't click over. Give me a call back. Thanks.
Who was that?
I have such a bad memory.
Did we leave a message?
I don't think you did, but maybe it was on a different podcast.
Because they called.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there's two from this person. Oh, wait, this is the same one as this morning? Oh, this is the one after.
Hey, I received...
All right, we're going to call her. She wants us to talk to her. We're going to wrap it up with this one last. A plug for Craigslist Chaos. You can get hours of this if you want. Mash up. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Whoa. So why are you yelling at me? Is that we're friends?
I'm sorry, who is this?
Hey, I saw your ad on Craigslist.
Yeah.
Which ad was it? Because now I'm confused because you called me back.
I don't know.
Well, what were you selling?
I have no idea.
I called. I was trying to buy stuff last night, and now I had a voicemail from you. But I don't. Now I don't.
I don't have anything. I'm not selling anything.
On Craigslist?
No, I'm not selling anything.
Or what do you have on Craigslist? Why would I have called you?
Child care.
No, I'm not. I'm
No, and it wasn't me then.
Well, then, or how'd you call me?
Well, at 10:19, you must have called my phone. Because when I got up to go to work, it was on the phone, and there was your phone number. Well, I get up at 4 a.m, so I didn't bother to call you then. So when I got to work, I called because I didn't know if it was a relative or what it was. So I left a message. So I have no idea.
Oh, what if I was your relative? That'd be cool, right? What's your last name?
Why?
Well, I was just gonna see if we're relatives. My last name's Tobler.
No, not a relative.
Dang it! I was like, maybe that's fate brought us together because I have no idea why you called me or I called you.
Oh, no.
Huh. Well.
Alrighty.
Do you have anything you want to sell in your house?
No.
Oh. Do you do childcare? How much to take care of a kid?
A lot.
A lot? How much is a lot to you?
Well, I mean, a lot.
Well,
do you have a child that needs to be cared for?
Yeah.
Okay, and where do you live?
Well, I live probably about 20 miles from you.
Okay,
I'm right outside of Plymouth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'm kind of like, I already got a few gigs, so I'm all set.
You don't do childcare?
No. But I had an ad a long time ago.
Oh, I don't know what's going on with you. So, but you don't have, now you do take care of kids or you don't?
I do, but I don't have anybody. It's been a long time since I put something up.
Oh, so now you don't want my kid?
No, I'm already booked.
Oh. Is it because he's black?
What?
You don't want to take my kid because he's black? And that's how Craigslist Chaos works. The fuck does this? How do people? They act like I'm just calling random numbers. I had to get their numbers off Craigslist.
Did it say the area code?
Yeah, 714.
That's
something.
what I was asking. I was trying to mount.
Oh, yeah, it was Michigan, but it says Plymouth on here. But I don't know what that lady's talking about. Well, that sounds like an episode. Little mashup. That's if for some reason you haven't listened to Craigslist Chaos, it goes a lot like that, where I just call random people and then try to create chaos, and they're on board. All right, we'll wrap it up. What are you gonna do? We work on your stuff tonight?
Yeah, I gotta edit some podcasts and
you get your jokes ready.
Yeah, write my jokes. Yeah, get those ready.
You got an opener and a closer.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and mesh it together.
Guys, I can't wait to play it on here. You guys,
it's gonna be bad, but
I think it's gonna be good. We need positive energy. 2020. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Ryan Dalton, he's a good dude. Check him out. Ryan Dalton everywhere on social media. Follow him. Like I said, I'm gonna record with Jay Larson tomorrow. I reached out to Beth Stelling. I'm doing shows with her. Hopefully, we'll get her. Waiting to hear back from Pete Lee. I hear your guys' requests. Joe List, Joey Diaz, Theo Vaughn's coming. We're going to try for Theo. Like I said, hopefully we'll get Santino. I think I told you guys Chris DiStefano reached back out and was up in the mountains, but he said he'd promise he'd do it next time. So, and the Craigslist will always be there, and unless Shire dumps me, we will be dead to you guys, dead to us. So we're checking out. Steven, anything else on the way out?
No, man.
All right, love you guys. We'll talk to you the next day or tomorrow or soon. Bye-bye.